What's up, everyone? Jersey Johnny here. Just relaxing. I got a box of toys here today that I'm gonna show off. Yes, that is a soda. I know. Yell at me later. But I haven't really added any new toys or anything to my V-Pin in a while. These police strobes, maybe that was the last thing I put on. If you see there's one over there, one over there. I have them hooked up to the beacons, the police beacons up there, and there's also two in the back, so it lights up the wall. But fun fact, these lights on both sides and the beacons are all taken from real police cars. Just thought that I would throw that into you. They weren't stolen; they were given to me. So let's see. We got this looks like one of the extension boards. So inside my cabinet, right now, I have my KL25Z board, which is mounted to a main board, and I have 2, 4, and I have 10 total buttons being used. Gear motor, shaker motor, beacons, obviously. I have a flasher bar, as you can see right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, you see that? Flasher bar. I said gear motor, plunger. All the stuff that comes along with using a KL 25Z board, like nudge and all that stuff. But everything's hooked up using Cleveland software designs products. It's just the best. Did I say solenoids too? I have eight solenoids. So this is my button extension board. So this will plug in like this. I just gotta put some legs on it. This can do another, I think 12 more buttons if I want to, because the four on each side and one. So the flippers and magnasaves or nudges, whatever you use the other thing, and my fire button that goes across the lockdown bar are RGB buttons. So like if you have never hooked up a RGB button, it's not like these buttons right here, which I love. Like it's hard to hear. It's actually making a clicking sound. A lot of people don't like that. I actually like that when I'm playing. Just, I don't know. I like the corny clicking sound. Just trying to open some packaging here. So there's the. Alright, so this looks messy right now because I have it shoved in one bag. But so there's the buttons board, and then you have simple ribbon cable plugs in right here, left and right, which then goes over to another mini board right here, and then your flipper and your nudge plug into that, and it's all, see right here, you just strip the wire and you screw it right in, and that's it. And that's your That's how you set up your. Now these are RGB for the football and Magnus save. So just this plugs right in. I already have the extender boards in the cabinet. This plugs in. These two ribbon cables plug in just like they are on this board to the two out things on the other board, and then the buttons go that way. My fire button RGB one goes here, and eventually I probably will just change the other 5 buttons that are on the back to just come out of here instead of I have all the wiring coming from the actual KL25Z board. So it's kind of a mess in there, I'm not gonna lie, but no one sees it. But I could run it there. The only thing is with DOF, it instead of the lights being on at all times, it'll like flash the coin in button will flash. Then you hit that, and then when it's time to hit the start button will flash. You know, if you want the lights on at all times, you just got to run your power supply. You got to run power right there like that. If you just want to power the RGB buttons, this is enough. So that's some of the new toys. RGB buttons, they're cool. I mean, it's I honestly don't know if I'm gonna even definitely install them because, like I said, you know, they have leaf switches in them, and you don't feel any it's just, you know, it's like smooth when you're hitting the button and stuff. And I know a lot of professional players love that, but me, I like the click when I'm playing, even though the solenoid is going off and stuff, and the SSF, but I still kind of, it's just my preference. I don't know. So I don't know if it's not like Phil's prices are amazing if you ever ordered anything from Cleveland Software, so it's not like it costs a fortune, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh, we got it. Okay, so this, I've been wanting this. This is an extra item, but if you've been watching any things on my channels, you've been seeing that I've been adding a lot of colorized ROMs, and I'm constantly, you know how every table, I'm using right now Pinball with, what is it, APO Equalizer is the plugin for Pinball that allows you to control, you know, your SSF, all your exciters and stuff. That's fine, I'm going to keep that also, but this plugs in just with the ribbon cable. See the ribbon cable right there? That plugs right into my extension board, and then you just go into Pinscape. All right, this is going to mount right to my coin door when I open it, and as you can see, here's your enter button, up and down. So since you're not going to really be able to see it's underneath what it does, but green is always up, red is down. So when you're inside the ROM, this is up, this is down, and this is the enter button. This is the cancel button. You hit this button to open the coin door. And now here you have your table volume buttons, right? So up and down, and here is your night mode button, which turns off all your toys. Whatever toys you set up, you set it all up in what do you call it? In Pinscape. Now, right now, the software Pinball and with the APO whatever Equalizer has all these features. So like my nighttime mode, I hold down, I have those buttons shifted, so I hold down one button, hit I think button number 1, and that will that'll turn on night mode. I think for the volume for the table, I hold down my shift button and my left two buttons, the flipper and the MagnaSave, does the table volume. And if I want to do the global volume, it's hold down the shift button and it's the right MagnaSave and flipper button, do that volume. So this just makes it a lot easier. If you're working inside, if you open it up in the ROM and you want to reset the factory settings and stuff, this just it's awesome. That's all I got to say. This is super cheap to buy, very easy. It plugs right in, and you set it up. It's already set up in my Pinscape. I already set it up to work with my regular buttons on my cabinet. Like I said, I have them as shifted buttons. For those of you who don't know, maybe I don't know if you have an at games or something, so maybe you didn't build, you don't have all your stuff inside. With Pinscape, you can actually make a button a shift button, and so if you only have, I don't know how many buttons the at games cabinet has, but if you only have, say, the four buttons on the sides, you have the two, I think, coin buttons and a start button, whatever. You could basically double all your buttons by making one of your buttons a shift button, so that when you hold that down and hit another button, it can do another function. So that's what this is for, this control panel. What else? Oh, okay. So here's my strobes. So if you ever go on, I'm not going to open these. I don't think I need to open these. You should be able to see what it is. But if you can't, it actually, if you look, your flasher bar is, see how it's five lights on, 5 RGB lights on the bar, right? But if you, so actually, there you go. As you can see, it doesn't go all the way to the end. On both sides, I have space. And if you ever see new cabinets that have flasher bars, they have 7. They don't have 5. And the reason why they have 7 is because there's strobes on the end. These aren't RGB. These are actually strobes that go off. And these actually just plug right into the it just plugs right into the flasher bar. There's a connection on each side for left and right. And then in your DOF config tool, I already have these set up. They're in port 30. So 130 is for my flashers. So I just have to open my DOF links INI file. You scroll down a little where you put your RGB flashers, if you have them in. It asks for the red, and then it'll ask for your flasher, your strobes. These are those strobes. So this will fit right. It attaches right to that bar, the flasher bar. Except for these aren't RGB, they're strobes. So that's those. Here is the newest of the toys, and this is what I'm really excited about. Okay, so I have LED strips going up and down the left or right side of my cabinet, and if you see my speaker grills, it's not like, like if you've ever seen people, they just put like the same LED strips that they use on the side, they kind of just like bend and put in there. You can see mine's full circles on both speakers. And then underneath my cabinet, I have those are 6 LED rings across, and the ones underneath are 2.9 across, so they're gigantic. It's like a basketball, and that's what my I have a Zeb's board, which is basically a teensy board. It's just Zeb's. So I have that running that, and I have my speakers are set to Matrix mode. So when I'm playing, underneath the cabinet is lit up in one color, and it just lights the whole floor up, red or whatever, blue, whatever. But instead of having to go in a square like everyone does with the strips, you just put. You only need really one, but you put. I have two of those, but giant ones underneath, and it does the same thing, and it makes it much easier. But this is the best toy. So here's the cheap Matrix that everyone has. Some people. I even seen in Australia, the one in Australia, they have one. Their Matrix is like, in most of them, it's just one of these like this. It's on an angle. Nothing wrong with that. But these are the Chinese ones, and like you see, how I have it taped down and stuff because they apparently they just don't know how to solder in China. So anyway, so that's what normal matrices look like, right? It's 256 LEDs. That's a normal matrix. If you want your matrix to go across the entire back of your pinball table, you would put one of these, which is 256 LEDs, and then you'd put two square ones that have 64 LEDs. So it's 8 by 8 on each side, and then that gives you enough to go across the whole back of where you've seen my flasher bar. But this is where Cleveland Software again takes it up a whole nother notch. So I don't know what these are called. I've never seen them before, and these are amazing. So if you have a Matrix, or you're thinking of putting a Matrix in your cabinet, do not order these on Amazon. Go to Cleveland Software, and I will show you why. Here's my Matrix board. As you can see, it has a backing for mounting. You can see the plugs are all plugged in. It's not that. I actually have tape holding on that does cheap soldering. But not only that, look how small, look how many more LEDs I have. So this entire matrix of LEDs is in this one little square. And so if you can see, it's two panels, if you can see that. So this whole thing is in just the one thing, right? So what do I have? I have 3. This is nuts. So here's my Matrix that is going to be going up. As you can see. So if you notice, just like I said, it's the same size, right? Here's the same size, and then, like I said, you add the two 8x8s, the 64 and 64 of the other ones, the square ones that match this. That's what most people do to go across their back. With these, it's the same, same length across, except for look at the LEDs compared to the ones, the cheap Chinese ones. I mean, the LEDs are actually almost as small as the screw. Look at that. So, I mean, this is going to look awesome. It's just going to look incredible. So, anyone getting, if you're going with a Matrx, these are the ones you want. All right? And the only place I know you can get them from is Cleveland Software. It's just insane. Now, the only problem is, it's not a problem, but I'm going to be running this Matrx off its own power supply. Still 5 volts, but this is a lot of LEDs. And, you know, you got to do the math. So, it's just, if you want it to be powered properly, I have a small 5 watt, maybe 10 amp or 12 amp, I don't know, power supply, just for these, and it plugs right into the board, right? The Cleveland Software board. So this is even better than the Teensy board because you're not soldering anything. You could plug wires in, but you see it already has all the outputs. So you could see on the back, you see how they plug in, and they plug right into their ports on the board. Put your 5 volt power supply right here. Here's your USB. That goes to your PC, and that's it, and you're good to go. It also makes it easier, but by not including like my side strips and all the other things. It makes it easier to add to the cabinet file. It's just because you're just adding the Matrx with all the LEDs. So I don't even know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there's 16 by 16. I don't know that math offhand. You can do it yourself. But so every panel is 16 by 16, which is insane. That's insane. How many LEDs that is? Because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 16 by 16 and multiply that by 6. That's how many LEDs this Matrx has. Badass. I can't wait to install all this stuff. I think I'm going to do it tomorrow. But then again, tomorrow there's new Zen pinball games coming out. This control panel and the strobes are easy to put in. So I mean that's just going to take, the more pain in the ass part is that I have to take, you know, the monitor out and do all that stuff. Here's the question to you guys, maybe. I don't know what your opinion is. I don't know if I should, as you can see, my screen goes right up to the flasher bars. So where I was going to put the Matrx is right here, as you can see. And it literally fits perfect. Right here centered, it fits perfect right across. It goes right to the other LED. As you can see, I can't show you, but see how it's like that? It fits all of them right across. And then, so even when it's not even lit up, it looks nice, you know what I mean? And Phil told me already, you keep it at, the power, you only put it at like 24%, and then you're not getting blinded in the face, by the the lights. You don't want to be sitting there where it becomes annoying. But they're just, you can just adjust them. When you make them low like that, then they're not annoying. You know what I mean? It's just an awesome thing to see. But it's just going to be too much work, I think, to put where the to remove the flasher bar and then put this there. I mean, I could put the flasher bar on top of the topper and face it up, face the actual bulbs. You know, the flasher bar right now is facing us. I could face it upward, you know, so it goes off and I just light up the ceiling. You know what I mean? As the balls hit in, whatever, it'll light up the ceiling. It won't be lighting up down there. But I still haven't bought the glass for this. Like, you can, I don't know if you can tell, I did this mod to, I got, you know, the steel or whatever this is, rails and the lockdown bar. And this is the original plexiglass cover. And you see it goes right above the flasher bar. And the screen is touching the bottom of that. I know you can't see that. But when I were to actually get the glass will slide in right here. And it'll be right up to the top right here. So then I could put I could put the Matrix in there, but then my screen is going to be lower. I kind of like the screen higher up, and I think that the Matrix looks 100 times better than this. I mean, just even this without the wires or whatever, I just think that it just looks like garbage. You know what I mean? Well, you know what I'm saying? It's just not, it's flimsy looking. I mean, it actually is flimsy. You can see I had to solder and tape the back of it, but because the other Matrix, the LEDs are so small and they're built onto the actual mount, it actually looks nice. It doesn't look cheap and, you know, all busted up. Whereas this would, I don't know, I would have to just like double Velcro this or something to the thing. So yep. So those are the new toys. Thank you to Phil once again from Cleveland Software and Design. All these items you can buy on his website, obviously. I got them. I ordered it, and I believe I got it in 2 days. Depending on what you're ordering, it might take longer. I know he has like a 2-week backlog, but I just annoy Phil until he gives in, and then he just sends me it. But yeah, anytime he gets anything new, he knows that I want to buy it and put it in my machine. And if anyone could, if you leave a comment or anything in this video, can you give me a place where I can order, a cover to go over this, go over this part, top part, because my crazy little Yorkies jump up on here, and sometimes I'll come out in the middle of the night and they're sleeping up on top of the pinball table. So yeah, I know I've seen some really nice ones. They almost look like giant mouse pads for real pinball machines, but this is a 42-inch screen. I think it fits up to 43, so I think this is a normal size. So yeah, if anyone can let me know, I appreciate it. Alright guys, I know this video is long, but if you made it this far, don't forget, subscribe, join our Facebook group. I'm still giving away that brand new RTX 3080 Ti graphics card. And it's going to be old by the time we were able to give it away. So, but I'm looking forward to giving it away to one of you guys. Don't forget, I gave away my last pinball machine, my modded pinball machine, and you could ask people in the community. I was selling it, and I had a guy driving up 5 hours to pick it up. It was totally modded out, full inside, all the toys that Cleveland Software has. I had the deluxe back box from Buy Stuff Store, everything, and when he got here, I told him he got it for free, and I didn't even make a video or anything saying surprise, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I appreciate everyone's support. That's why I have the video card. That's why I'm giving away the video card. Also to bribe you to please like and share and join up. All right, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow, or we'll see. We'll see how long it takes me to install that. That's how lazy I am. I don't know. I might want to play pinball tomorrow since all the new tables are coming out. So I'm not 100% sure. But you'll see it once they're installed, all right? Peace.